Saints, and I think we have a fairly interesting one here.
And both of them have terrific ability to improvise, and that means when the first read's not there, how quickly can you go through your progressions? Can you hang in there and take a shot as you release it? Can you buy time outside of the pocket? Can you pull it down and run if need be? I think we'll see all those traits on display in this one.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the Colts in great position here as they get things started. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. That is caught at the 7. And the Giants are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with first and goal.
Throwing Jones. Dancing to it, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go!
And the Colts coming out now. On first down, Dickerson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, Elway. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Charles already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Elway will throw. Now he's flushed out right. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On third down, they go to Dickerson. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sideline to watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those third down conversions are going to be huge in this one. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Elway to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Elway. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll go right back to the ground with Dickerson. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. From the gun, it's Elway. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down now. Dickerson looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Now Elway. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones, screen play, Anderson. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st down, Jones. He goes underneath for Anderson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
To the right, boy. Tight to the right. Move.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Now Jones on third down. He finds his man complete. That's Baker. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Let's go. Let's go.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Following the fumble recovery, it's Elway. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
From midfield, Elway setting up the screen to Dickerson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Elway. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing again, it's Elway. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Jones. Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for the Giants. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Colts, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football from the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On first, they'll throw with Elway. He finds his man, complete. That's Barry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Dickerson on the handoff. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Elway. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A carry for Dickerson. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st down, Dickerson, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Elway. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run now with Dickerson. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Running it with Dickerson. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Elway. He finds his man, complete. That's Harrison. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Eric Dickerson. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson, and a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On second down, Dickerson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Elway. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Anderson, and he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
Here we go.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So a tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
Come on, time to play. Come on, now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's go. Go nowhere. Go nowhere. Go. Stop him here. Bring it.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They give it to Anderson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On second down now, Dickerson, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Elway to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league.